Hey, welcome to the classroom, everybody. Still doing a giveaway. You guys still in there for all that. So let's get going, guys. So we're going to start talking. Please hold all your questions to the very end. We are going to have a few different scenes in this show here. And I'm going to walk you through the ways I think you can make money today. Even if you're not monetized, you can start making money today with your YouTube channel. So let's get to the actual scene for the... Oops, that's a commercial. So here is, I like looking at my channel as a tree. I have my social media as one limb. So we're going to break each of these limbs down into different things where you guys can understand what I'm talking about. So the trunk of your tree is your YouTube channel. Feeding your YouTube channel, just the leaves on here will feed your channel. It's like there's a main shoot going off one way, and we can label the first one Twitter, the next one Facebook, Patreon, and so on. And that is all feeding into your channel, making it for you get more views than you'd possibly have. Another important thing, and we're going to break these down even farther in a second, is looking at team building. That's another important thing. Like I have 2 different teams that I work with exclusively. Maybe 3 if you count the other one. So you have an actual team. And the last thing is make sure you have a product. And when I mean product, I don't mean one. I mean 1, 2, 3 different, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different products. In order to make all this work good, you need to have a imagination. Imagination is key. So let's take a look at different social medias. I already said you have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. Patreon can also fall in the product. So make sure you're setting up your Twitter page for it's feeding your YouTube channel. While at the same time, make sure your Twitter is set up to feed other social medias. It's kind of like a big circle. The idea is you're trying to keep people in your social media as long as possible. So, and this is another great place to advertise your product. So let's put the product in the middle, which we can easily do. And move your product down here. Let's talk about product. So you can move all these things there. Like I have jigs and other things I sell. So I can take a look at my product. And I can say, how am I going to drive my product? I use my YouTube channel. I use my team. I use imagination. And I use social media. So am I using all my social medias, which to the fullest extent I can to drive my product. Right now I'm selling jigs. You can find my jigs on Twitter. You can find it on Facebook. You can find them on Patreon. And you can find them on my Instagram. So everything is right there. And then you go up here to your team building. And you want to figure out how to build the perfect team. How can I get my team members to help me draw in more people? And that's, once again, imagination. Use your imagination, which is this branch here, to feed this branch. And so on. And your YouTube channel. Obviously, you need to use your YouTube channel to drive products. So let's talk about the products I have. My products are jigs, commercials. My Patreon's a product. So I use my YouTube channel to drive people there. I use my other social medias to drive them. So figure out the products and what you're good at and drive people to those products. So let's put YouTube back in the center and move our product back out here. So, and also use your product to drive your YouTube channel. So let's move YouTube over here and put the imagination in the trunk. How are you using your imagination to drive your YouTube channel? Are you using your imagination properly? Are you coming up with inventive ways to move your merchandise by using your channel? Are you using imagination to drive your social medias and grow them? Are you using your imagination to build a better team? So we've covered that branch. So let's move our branches around again. You guys seeing what I'm doing? And we're going to open this up to questions at the end, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. So we're going to move social media down here and put YouTube channel up here. Are you properly using your YouTube channel to drive your social media? How are you driving on there? Are you sitting there? Are you advertising your Facebook group, your Twitter, your Instagram, your Patreon? Because that is one thing you need to do. Use your YouTube channel to drive that. Do you have a team that's helping you drive your social media? Are you and how are you driving them? Figure that out. And once again, you're using imagination to figure out how you're getting a team to drive your social media. And are you using your social media to drive your product? Is your product driving your social media? And that's all using imagination, getting your idea that you need to drive that product. And one last thing, we're going to talk about team building. And then we're going to open it up now listen to some of your guys' ideas. So when you build a team, I have two teams. I have the Outdoors Secret Society, not much of a secret. And then I have the Outdoor Statesman. Two teams. How my team driving my YouTube channel? How are we driving each other's social media? Are we driving each other's products? And once again, you just got to sprinkle imagination in there to make it work. And thank you, Ibaka, for